as you're studying a text, it's landing on you with fresh power as you're studying it, and you're becoming undone because it's revealing an area of sin, of brokenness, of failure. How much transparency do you bring into the pulpit that this has been working on me before you bring it to your people?
Yeah.
And how do you do that?
Bring it. Well, Paul, the reason I'm not like Jonathan Edwards, you can read 1,000 Jonathan Edwards sermons and not know a thing about this man, except what he loved about God. You don't know anything about his kids, his marriage, his house, his community, his hardly word. This man the Puritans did not believe in bringing their experience into their preaching. Paul did. I mean, who are you gonna go with, right? The Apostle Paul is all over. He's just all over. 2 Corinthians, Romans 7. So all that to say, yes, we're gonna do this. We're gonna be real with our people. Now, the question is, how much and how? And there's several guidelines. One would be not in a way that hurts your wife or your kids. And that's tough because most of my issues are there. I mean, if you want to find out John Piper's besetting sin, it's not going to be in a hotel room with a harlot. It ain't going to be there. But it's going to be big time responding unkind to my wife, or something with my children, or something on the staff. So if I go trying to describe that conflict, she's going to be implicated also. Right. So there's the first principle, is protecting others while you unprotect yourself. Takes a real discerning to do that. A second thing is how to talk about certain things with kids in the audience. And after those, two principles, I would say enough so that they know you're real, you're not afraid, and probably tell them, I try to be candid with my elders, my wife, and my small group. And you don't hear everything, you don't hear all my sins, but you'll hear enough, they'll hear enough to know he knows he's a sinner, he knows he's saved by grace, he's not a hypocrite, he's not trying to pull a wool, and that amount will, I think, win you their trust and protect them from something unhelpful.
Many pastors and preachers will talk about seasons in their life where they're dry, where they're depressed, but they get in the pulpit and at least have to project that they're passionate and that these truths are close to them, but deep in their souls, they're not. And you're known for being a very passionate person in the pulpit. Do you relate to that, or is that something more that you don't get what they're saying, or?
That my conviction of not faking it in the pulpit does really raise the stakes of battling from Thursday's depression to Sunday's passion. Right. And the battle really, really gets intense because I don't want to say rejoice in the Lord, and I'm not. Right. So I'd say two things. It's okay to say to your people, you know what? I don't preach me, I preach Bible. And this Bible says rejoice. And there are many reasons. And I'm giving to you what they are. But frankly, between Thursday and now, it's been pretty hard. Yeah. They'll love that. And it may be that God would give you the gift of joy in the very preaching. Right. But you just tell them. So that I combine the two things. Right. The two things are being honest and saying it's okay. I'm not all there. Right. And the other one is I preach Bible. Right. And I think that really is my salvation, has been my salvation. I mean, frankly, it may sound excessive, but I don't remember ever going into the pulpit not loving what I'm about to say. Maybe loving what I'm about to say is not exactly the same as experiencing it to the full, right. But it's close. I don't like the advice, preach like you love Jesus. Because that just sounds so hypocritical to me, so unreal. Unless, in your mind, what that means is, this is a way of loving Jesus.
Right.
This, like I love Jesus, is not bubbling over from sweet love for Jesus, but it is a love for the people and a love for Jesus that I'm acting like I love Jesus. Maybe. I just, all you need to hear there is, I worry about that counsel. I think it's better to say, be honest and preach the scriptures. And if they say rejoice and give 5 reasons for rejoicing in Philippians 2, then give them those reasons with all your heart. And then weep your eyes out afterwards that you don't have it.